news and weather from where you live. News Watch 12 at 10 starts now.
Welcome to News Watch 12 at 10. I'm Justin Benny. Governor Tony Evers made a stop at Brighton Moser Family Farm in Merrill today to kick off June Dairy Month. He also promoted his budget plan. News Watch 12's Rachel Eiler reports.
During the pandemic, Wisconsin lost hundreds of its dairy farms, many still working to survive. And today, Governor Evers met with one farm here in Merrill to see how his 2021-23 budget will help them down the line.
Farmers are stewards of the land here in Wisconsin. What they do is really important. We need to provide programs so that farmers can work together to find the best way to do that.
Evers set aside $43 million in his budget proposal to help farms like the Brighton Moser Family Farm in Merrill. Owner Hans Brighton Moser took Evers on a tour while discussing key issues affecting him and the agriculture industry, including the worker shortage, broadband access, and a larger issue of district maps.
Our representation at the state level is just not responsive to us the way they should be. We just need to take the power of drawing our legislative and congressional district maps away from partisan political party bosses.
But to prevent any more farms from closing, Evers says Wisconsin dairy farms need to make a bigger impact outside of Wisconsin.
The idea that somehow we will create more markets for our product, for our dairy products. There's a significant investment directly from the Department of Agriculture at the state level to reach out globally.
The issues, though, are not new to farmers, and they say it's time they're addressed.
We contribute a ferocious amount of money to the economy, to the local economy. So we have to ask ourselves, how did we get in this position? Why are we losing farms at the rate we're losing them?
And many programs proposed in Evers' budget still needs bipartisan support, something he says he hopes to see in the near future. Reporting in Merrill, Rachel Eiler, News Watch 12.
Well, the budget battle is becoming a hot topic in Wisconsin. Today, Governor Evers warned he may veto the entire Republican budget proposal if they don't increase spending on education. U.S. Department of Education officials say the Republican plan may not provide enough money for education to make Wisconsin eligible to receive the $1.5 billion boost that's allocated as part of the American Rescue Act. Republican leaders say they are aware of the rules and they are staying the course despite the governor's concerns.
Does that give you any pause about what you guys did last week with K-12? How much money is in there from the state?
No, nothing's really changed since last week. We're still working through the budget process.
Republican leaders also argued the state simply doesn't need the extra money and they don't want to waste it. Today, Governor Evers also named key campaign staff for a potential re-election effort next year. The first-term governor has not said officially whether he's running in 2022, saying he's likely to decide after the budget battle is done and it's complete later this summer. But his naming of a campaign manager and other top posts is a sign he probably intends to run. Several Republicans, including former Lieutenant Governor Rebecca Kleefisch, are eyeing runs as well. Outside, Jeff, seems like another summer-like day.
Yeah, highs near 80 again today. We'll do it tomorrow before mid to upper 80s are back in our forecast for Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, and Monday as well. But highs today, comfortable. 77 in Rhinelander, 82 for Shawano, 80 for Marshfield. So we'll do it again tomorrow with a couple of thunder showers around tomorrow afternoon. Outside right now, it's still kind of up there, right? 61 in Rhinelander, 64 for Point, 60 in Medford. These will fall down slowly tonight as there's a little bit of cloud cover in the area right now. Okay, so here it is. A couple of areas of clouds across the area as we speak. This is round one. Round two is just up here, about to cross the border, moving our direction for tomorrow. This will likely trigger a couple of showers through the afternoon. It will not be an all-day rain, kind of like today. Just a couple sprinkles around with a few rumbles of thunder in there as well. Our forecast time for tonight, though, is partly cloudy skies and not humid or muggy at all, with low temperatures down near 54. Your full forecast is coming up, Justin.
All right, thanks, Jeff. With those summer temperatures outside, more plants are beginning to bloom. Of course, not all of them really belong in the North Woods. News Watch 12's Megan Mamlock gives us a look at garlic mustard and local efforts to stop its spread.
According to the Nature Conservancy, garlic mustard was introduced to North America in the 1800s for herbal and medicinal qualities and as erosion control.
Well, garlic mustard is a part of a group of plants and animals that we call invasive species, and they don't have natural predators. And so because they don't have a control on their population, they can spread.
Kay, a local who lives close to the Chequamegon-Nicolet National Forest, began the process of pulling the invasive plant 40 years ago, and since then has become a member of the Butternut Franklin Lake Association. But her efforts weren't enough for the fast-spreading plant.
When we started noticing a spread of garlic mustard, we involved the Forest Service and the Wild Rivers Coalition, and they now help us spray and pull.
Spring is the time when people can spot the plant because of their heart-shaped leaves and the white flower, which holds the seeds.
A single garlic mustard plant produces thousands of seeds, and it grows really quickly, and it can crowd out the other native vegetation, so it'll reduce the amount of seedlings that can grow on the forest floor. It can have effects on wildlife species, but overall it decreases the amount of diversity that's found in the forest.
Because animals do not eat the plant, it goes relatively untouched, leaving ample opportunity for its seeds to spread through the forms of motor vehicles, hikers, animals, and so on. So it's recommended that people that frequent the areas that are known to have the plant wash off, preventing further spread.
When these seeds spread, they can last in the soil for 10 years or more before they germinate. So we could pick every plant in this area and come back next year and the year after for 10 years, and there'll be more plants coming up.
In other news, the 7-day average, the number of new COVID-19 cases in Wisconsin continues to fall. It's fallen by about 75% over just the last month. Today, the Department of Health Services reports 243 new cases. That brings her average for each day of the last week down to 162. Meanwhile, DHS reports 4 new deaths today statewide. We're averaging 3 per day over the last week. It appears most adults in Wisconsin who want a COVID-19 vaccine have now received one. The state is now giving out about 11,000 doses of vaccine per day over the last week, compared to almost 65,000 doses at our peak back in April. Still, almost 5.2 million doses of COVID vaccine have now been given out in Wisconsin since the beginning of the pandemic. We have new information tonight on the fire that destroyed some apartments and retail space in Park Falls early Monday morning. Park Falls police were the first to respond around midnight. Some witnesses reported the sound of gunshots in the building. Fire and rescue teams battled that blaze for about 11 hours. Luckily, no one was killed, though 5 people did lose their homes in that blaze. Fire officials say the exact cause of the fire is unknown. Newswatch 12 viewers called in with a couple complimentary calls this week. We'll play them for you on tonight's edition of Your 2 Cents.
You have 2 new messages. To listen to your messages, press L.
And I'd just like to thank you for airing the Memorial Day services from the Northwoods National Cemetery yesterday.
Here's my nickel's worth. I enjoy all the aspects of your broadcast, especially the new trainees. It's fun to watch them grow and get more proficient in delivery and presentation. I feel you send many on their way to find careers and wisely keep the best for our viewing pleasure.
If you want to make your voice heard on Your 2 Cents, give us a call at 715-365-8812, extension 319. Again, 715-365-8812, extension 319. I'll respond to some of your calls on Friday as part of My 2 Cents. Well, still ahead, we'll show you how some local students are helping restore a local campground to its former glory. But first, Jeff's in with your full forecast. You're watching Newswatch 12, proud to serve pickerel and folks all across the North Woods of Wisconsin.
Let's go.
Seatbelts?
Nah, don't worry about it.
All right.
Those dudes are going nowhere fast.
Donald Driver!
Buckle up, fellas. If you don't, it can cost you money or worse.
Got that. I told you.
You were right.
Click it or kick it. Together, we can save lives.
Step 1, build a workhorse that works harder. Give it a letter. Then, do it all again. Rethink, redefine, rebuild. Gear it for adventure. Make it sleeker, lighter. Make it tough, the toughest ever. And then, Make it a hybrid, because the only ones who can outwork the workhorse are the ones that built it. See your Ford dealer to build and pre-order your F-150 or Ranger today and get an additional $500 bonus certificate on top of all offers.
Dear road rivals, every new Toyota comes with Toyota Care, our no-cost maintenance plan that covers tire rotations, engine oil changes, fluid adjustments, and more for 2 years or 25,000 miles. Ford charges extra for maintenance. Nissan charges extra for maintenance. And you guessed it, Honda charges extra for maintenance. At Toyota, we take care of our drivers. Too bad none of our rivals do the same. Join us, Toyota. Let's go places.
I used to drive an ambulance as an EMT, and I've always tried to be a safe driver. If people knew what I know, lives could be saved. In my car, if I see a truck or bus taking a turn, I know to take my time. When big vehicles turn right, they may swing wide to make the turn. If you try to sneak in, well, it's a lesson you'd rather not learn the hard way. When trucks and buses turn, let's you and I wait. It's our roads, it's our safety.
Are you ready? Today, not humid. Tomorrow, increasingly humid. Then by Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday, really humid and hot around here with high temperatures near 90. We're going to feel this one, so make sure you take care of your neighbors, your pets, and the elderly. They could use your help this weekend with temperatures near 90 and feel like temperatures approaching 100 at times. All right, so here we go. Out there today, not too bad, right? 77 in Rhinelander, 80 in Wausau, 83 Wapaka. So it was a warm day, but it felt okay with the breeze and a low dew point or low humidity out there today. All right, the average high is 72. We're going to blow past that the rest of the week into next week as well. The record high is 90 a year ago. Remember that one? The average low, record low 32 back in 1946. And the sun set earlier at 8:41. Our days right now are still getting longer, but that's about to stop here pretty soon as well. Okay, so looking outside currently, it's comfortable across the area. 70 still in Wausau, 60 in Merrill. We'll have lows tonight down in the mid-50s or so. It's going to feel comfortable, so open up your windows. There'll be a slight breeze out of the southwest as well. But going forward, so this is the problem, right? So tomorrow we could have a couple rain-cooled areas, highs near 80. All right, we'll take it. But then the humidity kind of jacks up on Friday and stays with us Saturday, Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday, probably into Wednesday as well. And, you know, we don't do this very often, especially in June, so your bodies aren't quite used to this yet. So make sure you kind of drink plenty of water and try to find air conditioning if you can. It's going to be hot this weekend with humidity, sunshine, and temperatures approaching 90 beginning as soon as Friday. And then once it gets here, the heat's going to stick around for a while as well. This is the long-range outlook for temperatures into the middle portions of June. Keeps the Great Lakes and the Northeast pretty much warm or above average in temperatures. Our average is 72. Will likely be above that in the 80-degree category for as far as the eye can see now into the month of June. Today, though, a beautiful day. Some clouds, some sun, then more clouds through the afternoon. There's a weak disturbance that kind of came by. There were a couple spotty areas of drizzle, but that was about it today. Now, tomorrow, the rain may be a little bit more organized through the afternoon. There's a little something just to the north of us right now. This is basically nothing, not reaching the ground. But up this way, right there, you see it? That's moving in our direction for tomorrow. That'll likely bring us a couple showers through the afternoon. Will not be an all-day rain. Don't cancel your plans, but still, you might get wet tomorrow. And that's basically going to be a warm front as well. As you can see the big picture now, right? The storm track is shifted to the north. You see it right there? It goes a whoop, just like that. And that builds a whole bunch of heat right in here, which is going to include us as well, beginning as soon as tomorrow. We are going to crank up the heat around here and the fog. At night, we'll have low temperatures approaching the dew point with little to no wind. That'll likely give us some fog tomorrow night, the night after, really through the weekend with some dense fog. And allergies, oh, the allergies are up there, right? I'm suffering, you're suffering. We got this, though. Tree pollen is in the high category now. Grass pollen, moderate. That will not come down anytime soon. Our forecast tonight, then, you could still see a rogue thundershower, most likely not. Some dense fog in there late, low temperatures down near 54. For tomorrow, again, that rogue storm through the afternoon is possible with high temperatures near 81. And then looking ahead, your 7-day forecast by Northwest Furniture and Mattress shows tomorrow that rogue storm followed by the heat Friday, Saturday, Sunday to Monday with high temperatures near 90. Justin?
Thanks, Jeff. Last year, a tornado struck a campground in Vilas County. No one was seriously hurt, but it did take out a bunch of trees. Newswatch 12's Morgan Johnson shows us what's now being done to restore the forest there.
Trees are a common thing to see in Star Lake, but not so much at East Star Lake Campground. Last July, a tornado took out a lot of trees. Perry Smith lives near the campground.
I remember hearing about it that night. We had some rain at our house, but here we'd heard, some rumors and rumblings that there was, and then my wife and I drove through here the next day, and it was just crazy.
Smith teaches 4th grade at the Arbor Vitae Woodruff School. Every year, the DNR gives the students trees to plant. This year, instead of having the students bring trees home, the trees went to the campground.
It was a big part of what we do at our school is do different service projects, and this is a really good hands-on way for them to get involved in helping out.
And that's exactly what the students did in Star Lake.
Have you guys planted a lot of trees? Yeah!
This was an area that could naturally regrow trees, but by getting the students out here today, they're helping to restock the trees a little more quickly than maybe nature itself could.
This is Gerald. The entire 4th grade class planted over 100 trees.
This one is going to be named Bruce.
We planted trees at Star Lake because a tornado hit it.
It was a learning experience for the students.
Well, you can just tell that they were really excited when we talked to them originally about the idea. A lot of them said, "Oh, I've never planted a tree before. This is going to be awesome."
Being around trees for most of his job, Bonac says the Northwoods is special because of its forests.
Especially here in the Northwoods, we have such a strong connection to the outdoors and in the multiple values of trees, not only for wood products, but for the aesthetic values, for recreation, for hiking and biking.
But these students' work isn't done yet.
That's a good place.
As they grow, so will the trees.
And you get to put the tree in and just watch it, and then maybe you can come back and watch it and see how much it grows.
Reporting for Newswatch 12 in Star Lake, I'm Morgan Johnson.
Great story. It was signing day today at Lakeland Union High School. Plus, the Badgers have named their new athletic director. Nate's in with the details in sports after the break. But first, here's tonight's Job Watch.
Job Watch is brought to you by Ripco Credit Union.
At Schrader's, we love summer, and it shows. Find a beautiful dress for that warm weather event. Shorts and tops in the latest trends. Keen sandals and Lake Girl. And get the perfect gift for that summer wedding.
You'll always find something new to love at Schrader's in Anago.
Come to Carpet City Flooring Center and get the toughest waterproof floors in the industry, where they're in stock and on sale. Rigid Maximum XL is 50% thicker and 30% longer, resulting in maximum durability, which is perfect for active families and pets. Not to mention, it's easy to install. Come to Carpet City Flooring Center to get your Rigid Maximum XL waterproof floors today.
Carpet City, our prices will floor you.
Step 1, build a new breed. Make it an SUV. Send it off-road. Send it to Baja. Then, evolve, enhance, expand. Make it capable, smart, human. And then, make more. Because the only way to predict the future is to build it. And the only way to build it is Ford Proud. See your Ford dealer to build and pre-order a select SUV, like the new Bronco Sport, and get an additional $500 bonus certificate on top of all offers.
Unused prescription opioid pain medicines can spell risk if they're taken by someone they weren't prescribed for, or harm if accidentally taken by a child or a pet. Safely dispose of opioids before they can hurt your family. Find a drug take-back option such as medicine drop-off boxes. If there isn't one available, check the FDA's flush list. If your medicine isn't on the flush list, you can dispose of it in the trash. Get information to keep your family safe.
Coming up on your Thursday, we'll learn about an upcoming music festival right here in the Northwoods.
And small chances of storms continue into the day on Thursday, Peter, and then a big heat wave moves in, maybe 90s question mark. More when you tune in on your Thursday.
This portion of News Watch 12 is brought to you by Northwoods Furniture, Eagle River. Sports Watch 12 with Nate Myhawk starts now.
Even though their high school careers came to an end, a new chapter has started for a few area athletes. Lakeland Union held their college signing day on Wednesday, and 5 T-Birds signed their letters of intent to continue their athletic careers. Alex Fortier is headed to Point to play baseball. Barron Lenz will head to Coe College for football, and River Nicholas will also play football at St. Norbert. Meanwhile, standout hockey goalie Anna Mulson will attend Johnson & Wales University, that's in Rhode Island, and Olivia Wingo signed to compete in track and field for Viterbo University. They're excited to showcase their hometown at the next level.
I'm just excited to get out there and represent Lakeland at the next collegiate level and play football for all 4 years.
And for Barron, he'll carry on a tradition among his family to attend Coe College and also play football for the Coe Hawks.
My parents went there, grandparents went there, had an uncle and a sister that went there as well. So a lot of family that's gone there, and just wanted to follow in my dad and uncle's footsteps and play football there.
We're all excited to see how their careers turn out, and we'll keep an eye out on them in the future. Speaking of high school athletes, I'm sure a lot of former players would tell you that they would love nothing more than another opportunity to suit up. A few former baseball stars got their wish at Northland Pines. The team held an alumni game on Wednesday afternoon, and this game was extra special when you consider that last year's seniors didn't even get a final season. So for them, this was one last chance to suit up in the Eagles uniform. Although the game didn't really matter, it was awesome to see everybody enjoying themselves and spend another night on the field. The Bucks' upcoming playoff series will read like an NBA All-Star Game ballot. To virtually nobody's surprise, the Brooklyn Nets continued their march in the Eastern Conference, setting up a potentially great series with the Bucks. With Giannis, Jrue Holiday, and Chris Middleton on one end, and Kevin Durant, James Harden, and Kyrie Irving on the other, we'll see 5 of the top 40 highest-paid players in the league going head-to-head. So to say we'll get our money's worth is probably an understatement. Through 3 regular season meetings, the Bucks are 2-1 against Brooklyn, and this series will begin on Saturday. Barry Alvarez left a huge impact on Wisconsin Badger athletics, and on top of that, he left a huge pair of shoes to fill. On Wednesday, the University of Wisconsin announced their new athletic director, Chris McIntosh, will take over the role after spending 7 years with the department. McIntosh won 2 Rose Bowls as a lineman for the Badger football team, and he even spent a few seasons in the NFL. Once his playing days ended, McIntosh took over the role of deputy athletic director. The school introduced him as the new AD this afternoon. It's a hefty job, and I'm sure Badger fans are confident that he is up to the task. So we all know NFL players are big guys, right? Well, I can't name many more who are bigger than A.J. Dillon. The man nicknamed The Sauce also has nicknames for his legs. Yes, you heard me correctly. Dillon has gotten a ton of attention for those pine trees he calls thighs, and he's gone as far as naming them the Quadfather and Quadzilla. I feel confident in saying I could not squat as much as he can, but what about you, Justin? Are you holding your own against the Quadfather?
Of course. No. Crandon's Brush Run is now just 3 weeks away. We'll hear what else track organizers have in store for the summer ahead after the break.
Stop into Menards today, your plumbing headquarters. Keep your basement dry with a Barracuda sump pump. They're built to last and dependable. Save today with 11% off all Barracuda pumps. Get a reliable hose from Yardworks. They're easy to set up and perfect for keeping your lawn and garden growing. Right now, get 11% off on all Yardworks hoses and accessories. Start your next project and get 11% off everything. Now at Menards.
Save big money at Menards.
At Big Valley Ford, we have a great selection of gently used trucks, SUVs, and cars, and we are ready to help you find the right vehicle to explore the North Woods. Big Valley Ford is passionate about every vehicle that enters our service center, and our team of technicians are here to help with all of your service needs. Whether you are looking for a new or used vehicle or need to get your current ride back on the road, stop into Big Valley Ford in Ewan, Michigan, and experience the Big Valley difference.
My name's Arthur, Merrill, Wisconsin. In August of 2019, I started getting numbness in my feet. By July of 2020, my feet were so numb, I lost a sense of balance. I thought I was walking on stilts. I seen this ad for spinal aid. I took 20 treatments from them, and by then my feet were 90% better and no longer felt as I was walking on stilts.
Are you experiencing weakness, numbness, and or pain in your feet or hands? These sensations might even be affecting other areas of your body along with your balance. You might have already been diagnosed with peripheral neuropathy and are taking drugs such as LYRICA, GABAPENTIN, or CYMBALTA that never seems to help. Neuropathy pain ultimately diminishes your quality of life. Call Spinal Aid of Wausau today to see if our treatment methods are right for you. Call 715-203-1508 to schedule your neuropathy severity consultation or visit us at spinalaid.com.
Uncork the laughter of Antenna TV. Classic characters. Memorable laughs. The comedies of Antenna TV. Funny TV, how it was meant to be.
The Crandon International Raceway has been run by a nonprofit organization for over 50 years. That almost changed recently, though, until the brakes were pumped on a sale. Now organizers are hoping for a big summer ahead. Newswatch 12's Andrew Kekafer has details.
At the end of last year, we announced that the track was going to be sold.
After over 50 years as a not-for-profit operation, the Crandon International Raceway was gearing up for a sale.
The club that built Crandon International Raceway is a not-for-profit club, and it's a board of directors that meets, and they've been, like I said, a lot of them been here almost 50 years building this place.
The board was ready to steer the raceway in a different direction.
It was going to be turned into a for-profit venture, and there were just some things that happened that didn't work out, unfortunately.
Despite that sale not going through, the raceway is still excited to be hosting the community and people from all over the place for their events.
There are a lot of advantages for having a not-for-profit, and for the foreseeable future, we're just going to keep it at that.
Fueled by the community.
The way this place is operated, we've been very blessed to be supported by the community so well that they come out, the Boy Scouts, the Little League teams, they come help us clean, they help us cook, they help us monitor parking.
Discussions still spin about the future of the raceway.
You know, there was a discussions of, you know, what's the future? What's the legacy? How are we going to structure this so it stays in the community and it stays viable?
From Crandon, Andrew Kekafer, Newswatch 12.
Ripco Credit Union, since 1932. In the best of times and in times that require just a little more flexibility and kindness. We've been here, we'll be here. We are here for you. Federally insured by NCUA.
Farming today doesn't always feel the same way it used to. Then again, some of it feels all the same. Maybe it isn't so much the jobs that changed, but how they get done. Now that's a different story. Efficiencies are critical, which is why you need a lender who will find the right loan structure for a strong financial future. You need a lender to look out for your whole farm operation. Ag Country. Experts in every field.
Need a new boat? Then it's time to trade and upgrade with American Marine and Motorsports, because we need your old boat. We need to buy fishing boats, pontoons, and speedboats. So trade in your old one and upgrade into a new boat today. Come check out more boats and pontoons in stock than anywhere else in Wisconsin. Or we could help you get top dollar by selling your old boat on consignment. It's time to trade and upgrade with American Marine and Motorsports Shawano.
Hello, my name is Terry and I'm from Phillips. I used to go on vacations with my wife Gail but I couldn't go much over 2 hours, and I'd have to stop and walk because my lower back would hurt so bad. So after my final treatment at Spinal Aid, I am pain-free and can't imagine the pain and agony that I went through prior to going.
Are you suffering with back or neck pain and considering the possibility of surgery? At the Spinal Aid Center of Wausau, we incorporate the latest technologies, including high-intensity laser therapy that provides the highest success rates in helping people just like you avoid back and neck surgery. With our treatments, there are no drugs and no surgery, just relief. Call today for a free spinal disc severity consultation and see if our treatments are right for you. Call 715-203-4392 or visit us at spinalaid.com. Start living your life pain-free.
Ripco Credit Union, since 1932. In the best of times and in times that require just a little more flexibility and kindness. We've been here, we'll be here. We are here for you. Federally insured by NCUA.
Jeff, we've had some nice days. We're going to get some real heat this weekend.
Yeah, we're going to feel it this week. So not really tomorrow, but on Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. You've heard us coming by now. It's going to be here shortly. And it's going to feel like summer and then some around here with temperatures back near 90 and humid with little to no breeze. So that begins to be a problem. But out there right now, it's comfy, right, Nate? Great day to be outside earlier. Highest day near 75 to 80. Currently at 61 in Rhinelander, 57 for Tomahawk. We'll have lows tonight down the mid-50s or so. So here's wave one coming through the area now. A couple cloud areas out there, maybe a sprinkle, most likely not. There's one, though, back behind this. That'll likely trigger a couple of showers tomorrow, maybe a rumble of thunder, and that's basically the warm front. Then we are in the heat, and it's going to stick around for a while, all weekend long into next week. Many of us could do 90 on Saturday and
Now you have our permission to shoot games in shorts as needed.
Perfect.
Stay hydrated.
I got to get the AC running, too.
Thanks for joining us on Newswatch 12 at 10. The Tonight Show starring Jimmy Fallon is next. Have a good night.